Hey guys, this is Tony from Pocketnow.com, and we are taking a look at the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note. Now you might wonder, is this a smartphone or is this a tablet? The line between smartphones and tablets is very thin. We got an more than 5-inch display in diagonal. A Super AMOLED, it's not a Super AMOLED Plus screen, it's a Super AMOLED HD screen with 1280 pixels up and 800 across. So this is the biggest resolution you'll find on a smartphone today. It's got a 1.5 gigahertz Exynos processor, which is a Samsung proprietary processor. It's got huge RAM, huge specifications, a huge 2.5, so 2500 milliamp hour battery, which will give you enough juice to go through the day without any problems. This is the stylus, which comes right inside here, which allows you to input precisely on a capacitive screen. But let's take a look at the phone itself. At the top we have a speaker grill right above the Samsung branding. We have your proximity and ambient light sensor, and of course your front-facing video camera. Then we have a huge, more than 5-inch screen, which is Super AMOLED HD, and at the bottom you will have your typical buttons for a Samsung Android. It's the same as on the Galaxy S2. We have a menu capacitive button and a back capacitive button, and in between we have a physical button for the menu, which is your home button. On the left you have your volume rockers for volume up and volume down. Nothing on the bottom side. Flipping over to the other side, we have a dedicated button for powering it off. At the top we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and on the back you will have your camera with your LED flash. Now take a look at how big this device is in my hand. It feels very, very, very light, and it's very grabbable, if that's an expression which you can use. This is a lock screen, and Samsung is using the latest version of Android, which is 2.3.5. You can find it here. It's Android 2.3.5. It's the latest one, and on top of it we have Samsung's proprietary user interface, and many of these applications are dedicated applications in order for you to use the pen for input. So these are the S applications. So let's look at the dedicated applications for your pen. Let's see the S Memo. This application allows you to use the stylus and create a memo. So let's say video for note 11 a.m. and of course you can type in text. You can use the rubber to delete. It's just the sensitivity is a little bit off while using the pen, but it works fine with your finger. But when you are using the pen, it's a little bit off. Nevertheless, we can clear all, we can save, or we can cancel. Let's go to the internet application and see how web pages are displayed on this huge screen. So let's just go to so the keyboard, as you can see, is huge. You can easily thumb type with both of your fingers, and if you switch it to landscape, you have an even bigger keyboard. So let's switch it back, and we will go to Pocketnow.com, and let's see how it looks. It's loading up, of course, the mobile version of the site, but we will go to the full version. And here's how it looks. It's basically a full representation of your website on 800 pixels across and 1280 down. So it's insane, the resolution of this. You can zoom out, of course, to navigate through tabs if you have more tabs. And switching it to landscape will bring you a desktop experience of your website. You can, of course, zoom in, use pinch to zoom. You will get a little bit of checkerboard effect, but it's acceptable. It's a tiny bit sluggish, but works nevertheless just fine. So this was Anton Zinoich from Pocketnow.com taking a look at the brand new Samsung Galaxy Note, which is neither a tablet nor a smartphone, but something in between. Thank you very much for watching.